Hey guys, happy Canada Day, and today we're going to take a look at the ally deck I built like 2 months ago and never really play tested, so we got to play something. So I got to win some games with a deck that has black in it, so we'll go with this one. And I will take it out into the lobbies and risk my precious rank 40. Just because we're doing videos for the channel, so... Alright, here it is. It's an ally deck, obviously, but the card that I wanted to build around was Cliffhaven Vampire. 4-mana, 2/4 flyer. Whenever you gain life, your opponent loses 1 life. So it's not like if you gain 5, they lose 5. You know, if you gain 100, they lose 1. So it nicks away at them. And also Drana's Emissary nicks away at them, and we have some flyers to nick away at them in the air, all while gaining little bits of life. So I'll just take a quick run through the list. I got 1 copy of Vampiric Rites. Just because, you know, if your opponent points removal at one of your creatures, you know, you can get a card back out of it. And it does have a little bit of life gain if that's what you need. 4 copies of Undo War Cleric, so you can just sit back, make a defensive position, and at your opponent's end step, gain some life. Healer's pretty simple. You know, you play an ally, you know, you gain some life and it drains them for some life. Eileen's pretty good. You know, 2-mana, 2/3 is already premium stat. She has Death Touch and a couple of cool abilities. You know, if we ever get to 30 life, we can start exiling stuff, which is pretty sweet. 2 copies of Declaration Stone. I don't see how any white deck would not want to play this game. Play this card. Pretty ridiculous. I've only got 1 Lantern Scout because I don't think this deck really is going to be attacking a whole lot. But you know, it's nice. It's a nice card to have in there just for those moments when you can just put it down and swing with everybody and gain a fuck ton of life. And then play more allies and keep doing that later on. So also we're going to play Bygone Bishop. It's really the deck's only source of card draw is by making those clue tokens. But we've only got 2 copies of that, so there's not a whole lot of draw in here, which is unfortunate. Playing 4 copies of Vampire Envoy, a 1/4 flyer for 3 mana. So it's good blocker. You can swing for 1 in the air and gain 1 life to trigger all your other, you know, when you gain life things. Or you can tap it to Undo War Cleric so that you gain 2 life, but then you tap your Vampire Envoy, you actually gain 3. Emissary, it's a pretty good card. You know, she's pretty understated. 3-mana, 2/2 flyer, but it's a nice ability. Talked about, Anguish Unmaking. Excuse me, we got enough life gain in this deck to afford that 3 life really isn't a cost here to us, but there's only 2 copies of it, so we're not going to see it all that often. We're going to play Kalidas, Trader of Get. 4-mana, 3/4 lifelink, and then of course you get zombies if your opponent's stuff would die, and then you can sacrifice vampires or zombies to make her bigger, and we do have a fair number of vampires in the deck. Also playing Bloodbond Vampire, all 3. 4-mana, 3/3, not particularly exciting, but whenever you gain life, she gets a +1/+1 counter, so it grows pretty quickly. You know, it doesn't have trample or flying or anything like that, but still, you can get pretty big and dominate a battlefield. Talked about Cliffhaven. We're going to play Gideon. He makes allies. He wins games. You know, I mean, he's just Gideon, so there you go. Same goes for Avacyn. She's pretty crazy. Ob, why not? You know, it's a little bit of extra removal and a little bit of extra card draw, so I did lie about the Bygone Bishop. We can actually draw cards with Ob and Sorin. So that'll tell you how much I've played this deck. I kind of forgot they were here. So yeah, we're going to play all 3 of the Planeswalkers in black and white. For the mana base, I just kept it simple. You know, 2 chapels, 2 vents, and 10 of each basic. We do have double costs in black and white on 4 mana and 5 mana, but not before that, I don't believe. But we do have Aileon too. I was thinking about putting in some utility lands like Sandstone Bridge, Mortuary Mire, or the colorless Blighted Steppe, I think it's called, the colorless one that you can crack to gain 2 life for each creature you control or something like that. But you know, that's one of the things where you'd have to play test the deck, and I haven't done that yet, so that's where we're at. Yeah, and it is, I found out when I logged on today that it is versus battle weekend, so we get double the coins. Not that I care. I finally got across 12 for, you know, just doing my daily quests these past few weeks, and now I know that I can definitely pick up Eldritch Moon. But anyway, so let's go try and win 60 coins. Alright, what else have I been doing? I've been thinking about what else to do with the channel and what I should be doing with it. I tell you, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, but you're not going to see me doing any videos on that, because, you know, I'm not exactly the greatest at it. I was also, though, thinking about renaming the channel to like Overweight Middle-Aged Dad Plays Overwatch or something, and I bet there'd be room for a brand like that to exist, just for, you know, little kids to watch the bad player laugh and give it a thumbs down. But as far as far as the actual channel goes, I'm thinking Shadow Complex Remastered is a game I just picked up that I want to play. And I'm thinking about recording that, and I've got a whole bunch of other similar adventure type games. Limbo, I just got that for free. The Cave is backwards compatible. I could play that again. Outland is backwards, so those kind of 2D side-scrolling adventures I could make like a weekly adventure episode. And I do love tower defense, as I've said before. So I've always got the urge to play tower defense games and put them on here. But I'm still in the brewing process as far as figuring out what the hell I'm going to be doing with this channel, other than my Friday Night Magic episode. And we failed to get a connection that time. I got to do this more often. When you don't do this YouTube thing, you sit in front of the mic. When you're used to it, it just comes naturally. But when you haven't done it for so long, it's just like, what the fuck do I say? What did I used to do? It just gets difficult to figure out, especially when you can't even find another player. Okay, we got waiting. Okay, we got loading. All right. There we go. Versus Battle Weekend. Welcome. It's not a homeless Jace, so, this guy's serious. He knows what he's at. At least, that's what we'll say anyway. So let's see if we can ping him to death with these little death by 1,000 cuts and the little flyers and all that sort of stuff. Or if he's just going to trample over us with some plated Crusher or Primal Bellow nonsense. Or, Ulamagas. I wonder what... I have no idea what's the meta, if there is such a thing. Ooh, look, we got a rank 40. Wow. I'm dead. I'm fucked. I'm totally fucked. So what do we got? A healer on 2, and a bunch of 4-drops on the play. I'm sorry, but I'm keeping this because I do have the double black 4 here and here, and any one land gets me here, so... We're going to try it. See if we can pick up a land or a 3-drop. We're looking at a foil Canopy Vista. Rank 40 foil. Okay, we're in serious trouble here now. So what do we get? We got a second healer. It's not horrible, I guess. Something to do next turn. So there we go. Hit him for 1. Go up to 21. Gotta watch out for Declaration in Stone, though, from the other side. He is playing white, so if we throw this down, then he could just remove them both with 1 card. Just 1 second here. Now I'm gonna fix something with my headset. Alright, so what did he play? Another Vista. Okay, so we picked up a land. So we don't have anything to do this turn besides healer. So we'll do it. That drains him. That drains him. And, I think my Declaration in Stone prediction is going to come true. Next turn, I wonder what would be the play, to put down Blood Bond and make it pretty big, or to put down Cliffhaven and start triggering them. Or to put down Kalitas and just bait out some removal. So he's playing an Evolutionary Leap. So I think I'm going to play the Blood Bond, actually, and just make it big. Yeah. So we get a trigger. And then we get a +1/+1 counter. Another trigger. And another counter. Yeah, 4 mana 5/5 I think is probably the right play. But we'll see how it works out. What's he at? 12 now? He's played Swamp, so he's playing Abzan. At the very least. I mean, there could be more colors yet. But he hasn't done anything yet. So it probably means we're going to get hit with Languish, maybe, but we're outside the range of that here now. He's playing a Tireless Tracker. And a Westvale Abbey, so he can't activate his Evo Leap, and he's got a clue. So Kalitas is not an ally. Do we have lethal if we just kill that? No, I'm going to put down the Cliffhaven, just to get those triggers, so that I can make my 5/5 into a 7/7, and make him block with his Tireless Tracker. That's what we'll do. So that drains him for another one. And our opponent's left. Alright, we'll leave. Not gonna stick around. So yeah, we got him. We got him. The deck, I can't believe it worked. Yeah, win one. If we win one more and we get the quest done, that'll be it. First versus win of the day. Man. Take 2 months off, come back. Boom. 4 mana, 5/5. Just ends the game. But yeah, this recording thing, I mean, that's why I made the video saying, you know what I'm going to do for the future. Because I do I miss this channel, but, you know, when you get out of it, you're just kind of in this funk where you're not used to doing it. And right now, I don't feel comfortable here in front of the mic right now at all. Just because it's not something that I've been doing, right? I know there's nothing to unsnap because I wasn't talking to you. Hey, we got in. So, that's what, that's kind of another reason I'm kind of delaying on putting out the other content, tower defense, maybe the adventures or anything like that. And I get a lot of suggestions from people about what to play, but most of the people seem to forget that I'm recording on an Xbox. So, you tell me to play Feria or something, which I've been looking at, but I can't, it's not on the Xbox, so I'm not going to record it. I tried Hearthstone testing on my phone, but I wasn't satisfied with the quality, so I'm not going to be recording that from my phone and putting that up. So who have we got? Cass, 42090. Low rank, 60 card deck though. And do we have a 2-drop? We got Vampire Envoy into Cliffhaven Vampire on the draw. That's pretty slow, but we do have a Gideon. And honestly, I don't have the... I'm just going to keep it because I have Gideon. Is that wrong? Is that a wrong way to evaluate your hand in Magic Duels? I don't have a play till turn 3 on the draw. And we see a mountain, of course. Luckily no 1-drop. Oh, we picked up a healer, that's good. That gives us something to do on 2. But yeah, that's got to be the wrong way to evaluate your hand. I mean, I should have shipped that hand. Even on the play, that hand wasn't that great. So it looks like we're playing against some kind of prowess concoction. That's what I'm going to... Picked up another healer, sweet. That's what I'm going to guess because I don't know what people are doing in blue-red. So I'm just going to assume it's prowess. Reality Hemorrhage, I have no idea what that does. 2 damage to target creature or players, okay. So it's a 2-mana shock, but it's colorless, which I'm sure has some applications, against protection from red, I guess. Alright, Reality Hemorrhage, 2-mana shock. You must be playing some kind of burn deck then. It's gotta be prowess. Grixis? Grixis Eldrazi? Grixis Eldrazi. Alright. Well, I'm going to play the Envoy because it has a big butt. And I didn't pick up... I can't cast Gideon, can I? No, I picked up that black source. Shat. So I think I'll play a Cliffhaven out next turn. And swing with the 1/4. Providing it lives. He's playing black now, though. He might just have Reef Soul or some nonsense. So, Grixis Colorless Eldrazi. Interesting. Yeah, he has complete disregard for my 1/4. He's playing a, pseudo 4-color mana base. Hits me for 1. And he's got 3 cards left in his hand. I don't know what the fuck to do against this. Don't be a white source. Okay, now give me a white source off the top. Oh, okay. So I'm going to play the Vampire. Yeah, what did he get? He exiled a Colostri healer. I have no idea what could be in this guy's deck. Absolutely none. He's removed 2 of my plays so far. He's playing Vile Aggregate, but no other stuff with it. Interesting. So yeah, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. I have no idea what I could or should be playing around. Absolutely none. So we'll just pretend like he's not there, play our turn as best we can, and he's going to Firecraft that, so boom, more removal. Alright. Excuse me. So he's got a 1/5 ingest, and he's only got 2 cards left in his hand. So it seems like he's stocked himself up with spells. Or he's just drawn, you know, the wrong half of his deck. Shambling Vent, that's a white source. Another swamp, of course. I'm gonna do it again, you know. Mana efficiency. Just get that big butt out there. So that's the first 3 plays he's killed. It's unfortunate. We lost this. We lost the Envoy to a complete disregard. Firecraft. The Shock thing. Mist Intruder. That's a flyer. Ingesting flyer, yeah. But he's not bringing it. White source, eh? White source. Okay. So we're going to play the healer with double black. It's going to ping him. And we know he's playing Firecraft. He's spent one. So the question is, do I want to +1 Gideon and play around the second one? If he had it, I have a feeling. He spent a Firecraft on Cliffhaven. I think if he had another one, he'd have done it again. So with that in mind, I'm not going to +1 Gideon to try to get it out of Firecraft range. I'm going to put the ally down and trigger the healer and trigger the Cliffhaven Vampire a little bit more. So go up to 21 and send him down to 15. And we're not going to attack here because we want to be able to block that Mist Intruder from coming at our Planeswalkers. Like, really, I don't think I need to attack. I can just, with this board, if he doesn't have much more removal, because he's already spent a lot, we can just sit here, stog up the board, and just nick away at him. So now he's got a 3 power aggregate. Question now becomes, do I just 0 Gideon every turn? And hit him for 2 and gain 1, or do I just? I think I gotta come at him for 5. You know, I think I really do. Aggregate's coming at Gideon, so we're gonna kill that, and he's gonna trample over that and hit Gideon for 1. We get to kill his dude though. Sandbag this land in hand too. No need to play that out. Another one, but I will play out Event because that'll actually do something next turn. So do I come at him? Yeah. Yeah, let's bring it. Yeah, we'll play the Event, like I said, because it actually does something. Let's see what his plan is now. He's got all his mana open, so if he swings, that's going to be a telltale sign. He's got something good. Alright, what do you got? Another Reality Hemorrhage? Something like that to knock out my vampire? No? Just knocks 1 off Gideon? Alright. Declaration in Stone. That aggregate's pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. It's pretty annoying. We gotta come at him for 5. I mean, that's, yeah, I was gonna say, that's lethal, so there we go. We got it. It's lethal. So he didn't have any shenanigans. That was certainly an interesting deck. Lots of spells, lots of removal, but not a whole lot going on the battlefield to pump up that vile aggregate. But hey, whatever, that's his deck, it's his choice. Maybe it's Vile Agger getting Mist Intruders, some super secret broken combo. I don't know. But hey, I kept a hand with Gideon. I cast Gideon. That's how it goes. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode of FNM. Let me know what you think about the future of the channel, and we'll see you next week for this episode. At least, who knows?